nothing new. Flashback to one night.
This one when he wants to turn right.
خلاص سكرتنا حمي ما عليه جدل. حموية كله في غباء يعني ما حموية كله في غباء.
Hello! Hello! No photos are allowed in the museum, and the scariest thing was seeing the old surgical instruments of 2,000 years ago. Exquisite jewellery and pottery from surrounding archaeological sites were on display. Tatus is Syria's second port, a small scruffy town with a population of 93,000. The city was thought to have been established by the Phoenicians about 4,000 years ago. Lots of history here.
I can't hear what you said, and you say go slow.
Until a farm worker struck an ancient tomb in 1928 with his plough, the ancient site of Ugarit was unknown. The oldest finds here date back 8,000 years, and 3,500 years ago, clay tablets show that this was a sophisticated and cosmopolitan metropolis with palaces, temples and libraries. The site also revealed vast Mycenaean, Cypriot, Egyptian and Mesopotamian influences in the artifacts, a result of trade both by sea and land. Ugarit's most significant achievement, however, was the development of the Ugaritic alphabet. Tablets here are inscribed with what are thought to be one of the world's earliest alphabets. In the end, the city's fall was swift and occurred around about 1200 BCE at the hands of the Philistines. The city never recovered, and the invasions heralded the beginning of the Iron Age, and Ugarit was forever left behind. This is the Acropolis, or what's left of it.
The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time.
The President of New Zealand is here.
Ah, it's good.
Yes, good.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you, turning You picture me.
Saladin's castle is a sensational place fundamentally because of its setting. The castle is perched on top of a heavily wooded ridge with steep sides and surrounded by ravines. The castle's canyon is man-made. 1,000 years ago, the Crusaders hacked a huge volume of stone out of the hillside to separate the castle from the main ridge. This 28-metre high needle was left to provide support for a drawbridge. The castle is a long thin thing with chapels, cisterns, baths, mosques and stables. Soldier and author T.E. Lawrence was moved to write of Qalat Saladin, or Saladin Castle. It was, I think, the most sensational thing in castle building I have ever seen. The castle was originally called Saun, named after Robert Saun, one of the original Crusader castle builders. The present name Saladin Castle was only adopted in 1957. The Arabic name for the site is Sayhan, the equivalent to the Hebrew Zion. The site was chosen for its proximity to, and the control of, the main trade route between Latika and Aleppo. Unlike many other strategic sites whose control seesawed between Crusaders and Muslims, this one stayed Islamic, and as its importance declined, it was eventually abandoned. What's up there?
Stuff down here.
Scary stuff.
Yep. Look down there.
Ooh. Ooh. Don't push me, right? Not yet, anyway. Not until you want to click the insurance. I'm not insured anyway. Right. What are we waiting for? What do you see? Anything?
Yeah, there's a whole room up here.
Rightio.
There's a big hole.
Here I come.
In the floor. A couple of big holes in the floor.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's going further. Must be a keep or something, is it?
A what?
Maybe a keep, is it?
A what?
Maybe a keep? Oh, I don't know, I'm just looking.
Right. Oh yeah, it goes way up there.
You want to go up those stairs there? There's only a couple of them missing. You should be able to stride that out.
Oh, no sweat. Dandles will make mincemeat of that. It's quite a good view from up here, but now I've got to try and figure out how to get down.
Blast! That was my water biting the dust.
Tell me when you're taking.
Yeah.
Cantilevered rock. No steps. Jandals. It's not that difficult actually.
Just you making it look that way.
I know. Poisonous plants. Dangerous ants.
Oh.
And man-eating lizards. But despite all the odds, I made it.
Made it.
Make sure you don't create a landslide, right?
Okay.
Hello.
Pretty big system.
Yeah, and sound in here is not being created by digital effects either. It's a huge cavern. It's even got still full of water.
Yeah, still quite a lot of water in there.
Hmm.
Wouldn't want to fall in.
No.
It's spooky.
Spooky.
Let's go.
Let's go. Psst. Hello. This is the stables.
Pretty big stables. A lot of horses in here.
Yeah. This place is huge.
And you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time.
This is the big reservoir. Hello. Hello.
Ooh, time after time, time after time.
Here I think Jory for him. What is Jory? ايوه الزيارة. To come in for here is الزيارة. Then is the street route for here. Yeah. الزيارة then yeah. الزيارة.
Yes.
Then for here look.
Okay.
Then to go where? This to go just Shono, to go this to Ali. And here
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you, turning in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashback to warm nights almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after sometimes you.
Apamea, or Apamea in Arabic, is one of the unmissable highlights of Syria. Built on a high grassy moor overlooking the Al-Ghab plain. The main street, or Cardo, is 2 kilometers across, and it's a big site and takes an hour to look around, as there are 15 minor roads. 2,500 years ago, this city was known as Nihar, then Pharnacar, then Alexander the Great named it Bela in 333 BC. Later, Alexander's general Seleucus Nicator I rebuilt it in 300 BC. Seleucus had already named the city of Laodicea after his mother, so to keep things sweet with his Persian wife, he named this city after his wife Apamea. Later, Apamea was taken over by the Romans in 64 BC, then the Byzantines, the Persians, and the Muslims took it over in 638 AD. The Norman commander Tancred took the city in 1106. Then 43 years later, Nuruddin, the Muslim and relative of Saladin, won it back. 8 years later, the city was flattened by an earthquake and never recovered. In its heyday, in Greek times, Apamea had a population of 500,000 people, and under Roman times had 30,000 mares of the horse variety, 3,000 stallions, and 500 war elephants.
Through windows, I'm wondering if you're okay, and you say go slow. I fall behind. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look anywhere.
Okay, so what's the verdict here?
It's very different. Hard to know how to describe it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Or is it not too bad? Not bad? Not bad? Not bad? Not bad.
Good, not bad.
Good, not bad.
Good, not bad.
Yeah. It's nice. It's kind of like doughy pancake almost with ice cream. And it has an unusual taste that I can't identify. Almost spicy, isn't it?
I can't identify this either.
It's kind of...
To me, it's the sort of tastes like a toilet cleaner, but no, it's probably an acquired taste.
Yeah. Probably by the time you finish it.
Yeah, I probably love it. Probably be addicted to it.
Now Ahmed's gone, we can say what it really tastes like. It's basically cheese with ice cream. And to me it tastes a bit like eating insects with ice cream. It's okay, but I won't be ordering it again.